I saw a lot at South by Southwest. Augmented reality headphones hidden in Bose sunglasses, a pop star singing on a smart car in a big plastic bubble. I even got to pay a visit to Westworld. And to cap off this week of wonderful weirdness, I got a peek at the future of electric cars. At least, the ones from Mercedes-Benz.
I was just tapping stuff till it happened.
I'm Mr. Mobile, and this is the Mercedes Concept EQ. Okay, so if you're one of my fellow smartphone lovers, you'll know that the word concept in a product name means two things. One, it's going to be packed with some awesome and/or insane features. And two, it's probably never going to be released. Well, if you're captivated by this concept, good news. It's got all the futuristic flair you'd expect, and a lot of it actually is coming to a car you can buy. The EQC, expected later this year. The Concept EQ packs all the basics you'd expect from an electric car that first broke cover in 2016. Two electric motors with a combined 300 kilowatts, powered by a floor-mounted battery rated at roughly 70 kilowatt hours, which Mercedes says can drive the car a max of 310 miles between charges. We didn't get that far on our 500 feet of test asphalt in Austin, but I did get a feel for the 0 to 60 time of 5 seconds, thanks to my driver, Udo, who was adept at feathering the stop-and-go pedals to keep us pinned to our seats without crashing us into Coyote Ugly at the end of the road. But by the way, some of this footage comes courtesy of Mark over at Mobile Geeks, my ride partner for this test drive. I'll link to his video down in the comments. Adding to the sense of speed and spaciousness, a glass roof running nearly the full length of the car, bisected by a spine ending in an overhead monitor that replaces a rearview mirror. The side mirrors have also been retired in favor of bullet-shaped rear-facing cameras that feed screens embedded in the doors. Looks great, right?
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Yeah, sadly, those monitors weren't working at the time of my ride-along, which of course begs the question, how much innovation is too much? Are a few percentage points of aerodynamic efficiency worth sacrificing the reliability of a dumb mirror? I don't know. Elsewhere, the Concept EQ makes more practical use of display technology. The dashboard is dominated by a 24-inch screen that overlays things like the speedometer atop a high-def map of your surroundings. You control that display with a pair of touchpads on the steering wheel and a trackpad on the armrest, one which gave me no small amount of joy when I discovered it.
Oh, that's wild. Oh, and I can do pinch to zoom, too. No way! Oh, this is cool as hell.
Generally speaking, I'm not a huge fan of touch-sensitive controls in cars. I prefer the knobs and switches, still favored by automakers like Chevy. But remember back at CES, when I was learning all about Mercedes' ambitions for autonomous driving? Yeah, it's pretty clear the company is planning for a future where the driver is a thing of the past, the people in the car just passengers. Speaking of, riders in the two back seats here don't get left out of the computerized fun, with oversized displays taking up the entirety of the seatbacks in front of them. When you want to get out, you can slide to unlock like an iPhone, or just lightly squeeze the handle to open the door. Lastly, you've probably noticed that the Concept EQ is an SUV that loves its lights. Personally, I dig them too because I like all my cars to look like Starfleet shuttlecraft. You can adjust the lighting color yourself, and the intensity of those lights changes automatically depending on how fast the car is going. That seems unlikely to make it to production, along with the lit Mercedes star and LED faux radiator. Not that it doesn't look cool, it's just that it may not be quite kosher with your local law enforcement. Recently released photos of what might be the production version, the EQC, back that up. But one thing I hope does stick around is the lighting on the climate control vents, which changes color depending on whether you're using the AC or the heat. At the end of my ride-along, I asked how much of this future tech would make it to the EQC coming later this year, and Mercedes' answer was more than I might expect. Exact timing has yet to be pinned down, but if the range and power promises pan out, the EQC looks likely to be an alluring competitor at its expected entry price of $45,000. And if even half of these creature comforts make it to the end product, well, I'll be very excited to take it for a full review ride. Be sure to subscribe to The Mr. Mobile on YouTube so you don't miss it. This video was brought to you by Thrifter. Thrifter is a new way to save money on everything from gadgets to home goods by shopping based on value and not hype. Check out the latest deals at thrifter.com and tell them Mr. Mobile sent you. That's it for this one, folks. For more of my adventures at South by Southwest, check out my Instagram channel at @TheMrMobile, and be sure to check out my other electric car test drives here on YouTube at the same channel name. Until next time, thanks for watching, and stay mobile, my friends.